Hey guys, Allie here. This is going to be pretty quick because I'm headed out the door. So I was thinking today that most of us, at least this has happened for me a lot, so I won't, put everybody in the same box, but from what I've talked to with people, is that a lot of us spend time on trying to figure out the how to get to our desired reality, the pathways that it'll come through or the pathways that it can come through. And that is time wasted. Seriously, you don't need to be worried about that. The only thing that we need to do is to rest in our fulfilled desire. Whether you know specifically how it'll look or not, that doesn't matter. You know, if you want to be successful, you want to be loved, you want to be confident, you want to have friends. I mean, you know the general idea of what you want. And that's the thing that you rest in. So we'll just say today, successful in work and money abundance. I want, not I want. I am successful and I am abundant and I am doing work that I love. So say that's like your main thing. And you could really make it very general and just saying I'm living a life that I love as well. It's whatever feels good to you. But we'll just go with successful and abundant and doing work that I'm truly passionate about. And when just rest in that fulfillment. So you don't have to figure out how that can happen. Your mind does not have to try to figure out all the ways that can come in. And this is going to reference my video yesterday a little bit. The mind doesn't know. I mean, the mind can kind of try to put together pieces of things that it knows and has experienced in the past and see, well, maybe this will lead to this and maybe this. But then you're working from such a small pool of possibilities versus resting in the fulfillment and knowing that it will come through you. You don't have to know the how. You just rest in the I am. You rest in the story of I am everything that I want to be. I am successful and I am abundant. You rest in that. That's all you have to do. That's very powerful. And everything that happens externally will be helping to bring that about. But you just have to trust. So when things are happening in the 3D and circumstances, your mind might be trying to put together, well, how is this bringing about my reality? Or I don't see how this is going to lead to that. That's doubting. And that's not trusting. What if you just rest in the knowing that everything is coming together perfectly, that you choose and give meaning to everything that happens in the external to you. And you can choose, and this is what feels really good, is that everything is leading me to my desired reality. Everything. And give that meaning to every single thing that happens, no matter what. That's where your power comes from, is you can decide what everything means for you and just decide that it's all leading to your desired outcome. And the how, so when our mind gets all really focused on trying to figure out the how things and getting into the details, then we kind of get bogged down and in the muck. And a lot of times most of us feel pretty frustrated when we get into that area because we can't figure out how, or we're struggling and trying to figure out how. And it's a struggle and it's not fun and it's not peaceful because it's not the way. So just let the struggle, let that go. It's like I heard something one time where they were talking about like, a muddy lake. How do you keep it, how do you get it to, be clear and not be muddy? And like the mind, it'll just keep going. So it'll just stay muddy, but you just leave it alone. You just leave it alone and then everything settles. So just leave the how alone. Don't think about it. You don't need to know. Plus there's so many infinite, amazing ways that things can come in that our mind has no idea about. It would not be able to put things together in the ways that the universe, our higher self, all that one that we are, and the way that it can. It's so limited. It's so much better. Our job is to figure out what I am, what I want to be, what I want to experience, and then trust that it's all coming about, because it will. You will be inspired to do different things, to reach out to a person, to go here, to go there. An idea will pop in your head. All things will come through you when you trust and you're not trying to figure out the how. And then you're in an open space so they can come through you and you do recognize them instead of having like a frantic mind trying to figure things out. And that really keeps inspired ideas and actions at bay, because it's hard to get through when your mind is so focused on something else. But if your mind is nice and calm, then nudges and inspiration and sparks and ideas and ahas can come in, and they will just come in and come through you because you've made the decision of this is what I am and this is what will be, and that has to be. It will come through you, but just trust. If you're trying to figure it out, you're not trusting. So just trust, make your declaration and trust that it's all leading to exactly what you desire. Okay. All right, guys, have a great Tuesday. See ya.